Hello everyone and a very warm welcome to the day one of our top DataWorks project kickoff. And I will be your guide on this exciting journey. Our main goal over the next few sessions is to build our very first end-to-end data project right on your Windows machine. We will be using a powerful stack of the most in-demand technologies like Python, SQL, Power BI, GitHub, and AI. And this won't be just a theoretical exercise. We are going to get our hands on real YouTube data. Our mission is to analyze this data, predict which videos are likely to start trending, and then present our findings in a stunning dashboard that you can proudly add to your portfolio. So, how are we going to accomplish all of this? Let's look at our roadmap. First, we will start with the foundation, installing and setting of data into your Windows. This is a crucial first step to ensure everything runs smoothly. Next, we will dive into the data itself. We will learn how to store and clean our data using Python and MySQL. This is where we turn something messy raw data into something useful. Next, we will move into the visualization phase, where we will bring our insights to life in Power BI. After that, we will explore the world of artificial intelligence by simply building a AI model to predict video performance. And finally, a skill that is absolutely essential for a tech professional. You will learn how to push your entire project to a GitHub like a pro, creating a professional portfolio piece. Now, we will check on the repository setup and folder structure. For this process, we are using the PowerShell. Now, you might be thinking, why not just use the mouse to right click and create a folder? That's a great question. The reason is that PowerShell is much more than just a simple command line. It's a complete scripting language. One of the biggest advantages is that it's object oriented. Unlike traditional terminals that just see plain text, PowerShell understands structured data, which allows for much more powerful operations. It also allows you to pipe commands together, which will mean that you can send the output of one command directly as the input to the next one. This makes you incredibly efficient. Ultimately, learning PowerShell enables you to perform highly advanced and complex automation and data manipulative tasks. A fantastic skill to have. Alright, let's get our hands into a practical experience. First, I want you to open PowerShell on your Windows machine. We will navigate to the D drive. You can use another drive if you prefer, but we will use D for this demo. Next, we will create our main project folder, which we will call TDW. The command for this is mkdir tdw. Now, let's move into that new folder using cd tdw. CD stands for change directory. And this is where PowerShell really shines. Instead of creating 10 different folders one by one, we can create our entire project structure with a single command. As you can see, we are creating folders for our project P01, and inside that folders for raw and processed data, source code, SQL queries, notebooks, reports, and of course, Power BI files. This keeps our work organized from day one. You can just copy paste the code from the PPT, or else you can also type if you want to be very thorough and very confident of yourself. Okay, our local folders are ready. Now we need to create a home for our project on the cloud. For this, we will go to GitHub. Now you have to pay attention. So we are going to the GitHub and we have to create a new folder called College Project Booster Data Stack. If you want, you can also change the name of the repository on the repo. Now, when you create the repository, do not check the boxes to add readme.gitignore or a license. So, let's go to GitHub and see the process which we have to do. Now, let's create the repository name here. Since I have already created the repository, it is showing visible. So just I will change the name as datastack01. Now if you want, you can add a description here. For this one, I'll just add a sample description, and when you do the project, you can add a proper description. I want you to work on the description by yourself. Now, as I told you previously, do not check the readme file and the gitignore and the license. Just create the repository. Okay, that's perfect. Now, let's go back to the PowerShell. First, we have to initialize the Git. For this, type the command git init. Next, you have to connect the remote repository on the GitHub. For this, add this process. In here, you have to change your username. So, I am using my GitHub and I am using my username. When you are using your GitHub, change this one alone. And if you have created a different repository name, you have to change this also. And since I created the project name as 01 here, I will also do that. Now click enter. After this, we have to create a .ignore file with the correct content. Now these are the things that should be in the .gitignore file. Just copy and paste it here. Now this is created. After this, we have to make a manual process. Now go to the file explorer and you have the dataset sample. Just copy that and paste it in this file path. Now after this, we have to stage all your files and folders to commit. Next, you have to make a commit message. The commit message is the initial folder structure and sample dataset. You can see the file changed and 4 insertions made. After this, I recommend you to change your local branch from master to main for consistency with the GitHub. Now, push all your committed files to the main branch on GitHub. We can see that the files are pushed to the GitHub. Voila, the process is completed. Next, we can take a quick recap of the process we have done. Now, we have successfully built a professional folder structure using PowerShell and have made a GitHub repository, and we have also made our first commit and pushed it to the GitHub. Now, this is a massive and fundamentally important first step in a data project. So, the next process. For a challenge, I encourage you to try the same process using the standard Windows command prompt instead of the PowerShell. See the pros and cons by using the Windows command and the PowerShell process. Second, when you do the process, start to do the documentation before you jump into the code. This will make you a much strong developer. Then you can check out our next lesson. And finally, we would love to see your work. Share your snaps or screenshots or of your final folder structure in our group chat. It's a great way to confirm you're on right track and to help each other out. Fantastic work for the first lesson. You have built a solid foundation. Now, let's see you on the next lesson. Thank you.